9th of December 2018, the senior prophet of the House of God International Gospel Center, Prophet O.E. Aminu, gave a prophecy concerning the 2019 general election. He spoke about On the 9th of December 2018, the senior prophet of the House of God International Gospel Center, Prophet O.E. Aminu, gave a prophecy concerning the 2019 general election. He spoke about the postponement of the election, the crisis, and the places where the crisis will arise. These were his words.
2019, if you know how to write. For the past 10 years, we have been doing this, and God has never ever failed us. You can bear witness. During the election, the last election, I told you so many things here, and everything I told you, it was like that. When this one said this, that one said that, that one said that, from our own small cubicle here, I told you this is the truth, and you saw it when it happened.
The prophet went ahead to say, in 2019 general election, nothing will change. These were his words.
2019, nothing will change. You don't like it? What are you expecting to change? You want Buhari to change? Nothing will change. And this is why God is going to do something for a long time he has not done in this nation. Now I have switched rank. In 2019 will come with a different light. But yet naturally and physically, it's still the same story. It's going to be a year that God will walk with people based on relationship. It's not working with nation. It's working based on relationship, not with nation. The election you're talking about, they will decide to cancel it, to shift it forward. They will be in between decision. But the reason why they want to push it forward is just to make sure nothing changes. I'm speaking in parable now.
Accurately, according to the prophecy of the man of God, Prophet O.E. Aminu, the INEC chairman, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, on the 15th of February 2019, declared the postponement of the general election.
Saturday, 5th March 2019. Following a careful review of the implementation of its logistics and operational plan and the determination to conduct free, fair, and credible elections, the Commission came to the conclusion that proceeding with the election as scheduled is no longer feasible. Consequently, the Commission has decided to reschedule the Presidential and National Assembly elections to Saturday, 23rd February 2019. Furthermore, the Governorship, State House of Assembly, and Federal Capital Territory Area Council elections are rescheduled to Saturday, 9th March 2019. This will afford the Commission the opportunity to address identified challenges in order to maintain the quality of our elections.
On the 31st of December, during the Exodus night of the House of God International Gospel Center, the man of God, Senior Prophet O.E. Aminu, went further to emphasize the prophecy for the general election 2019. These were his words.
Listen to me carefully. While I was praying the other day, and I was asking the Lord, what are we expecting in 2019? He showed me a lot of things, and I documented them. He gave me Genesis chapter 41, from verse 29 to 31. And I was so worried when I got the revelation of Genesis 41 from verse 29 to 31. He told me in that vision, he said, the figure you are going to find in Genesis chapter 41 from verse 29 to 31, he said, add 1 to that figure. And he told me to add 1. So I added 1 by the instruction I received. So meaning for me and for what he's telling me, it is 7 plus 1. Making it how many years? Verse 30. 30. He said, and there shall arise after them 8 years now to me of famine. That means whatever is happening now, we still have 4 more years to experience it. Listen. But the whole of you think the problem is an individual. Even if you go there, you that is good, it will still be like this. So this nation is passing through a season. And not too long from now, we'll come out of this season. So it has nothing to do with individual who is over there. And that was why we shouldn't expect any change. If God is asking me to add 1 to 7, don't you know yet? What will happen this year concerning Nigeria and the election is going to be a repetition of what happened in 2015. Write it down.
I, Professor Attahiru Muhammadu Jega, that Muhammadu Buhari of APC, having satisfied the requirements of the law and scored the highest number of votes, is hereby declared the winner and is returned elected.
This is the declaration of result of election to the office of President. I, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, that Muhammadu Buhari of the All Progressives Congress, having satisfied the requirements of the law and scored the highest number of votes, is hereby declared winner and is returned elected. Thank you.
The only difference is this one will be well rigged. This is a repetition with rigging. It will be like this. It will be a close mark. But at the end, it's the same story. You will wonder what went wrong. Because the vote you casted was not what you saw. It was well rigged. Nigeria should get ready to witness one of the most well-rigged elections. Please listen. There won't be fire on this side. A little fire will burn in the middle. And fire. Now listen to me carefully, those of you at the overflow. I'm talking about what God showed me. The election this year will be a repetition of what happened in 2015. The only difference is that this one will be well rigged. This month, a lot of betrayers will come up. From this party that your attention is on, to this party that you thought betrayed you. Take note. At the dying minutes, this one, and this one will betray. So there are betrayers. And it will be well rigged. There will not be religious crisis. It will be political crisis. This side, nothing will happen.
The senior prophet O.E. Aminu went further to say, there will be small fire around the middle belt, but around the south-south, there will be a bigger fire burning. And these were his words.
A small fire will burn in the middle. And a bigger fire will burn in the south-south and in the western region. Our eyes should be on these four states. From the middle to the south and to the west.
Despite the initial hitches of late arrival of materials in some centers, accreditation and voting got on well. But just when it appeared we could call it a near seamless activity, some polling units in Agor or Kota began to erupt. Get it. Not one unit, not two, several units with a particular catchment had been disrupted.
In Rivers State, there are reports of sporadic shooting and clashes between suspected hoodlums and the army. The incident, which resulted to a couple of casualties, forced the army to make further redeployment to beef up security in Abonema and Idoni local government areas, among others. In the meantime, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, says it will announce a new date to conduct the National Assembly elections in some areas in Boni local government area of Rivers State.
Meanwhile, Abonima in Akukutoro local government area seems like a theater of war. Shootouts between soldiers and suspected hoodlums reportedly leaves some dead. Boni, Andoni, or Krika are their story of alleged security intimidation and some deaths.
One person has been reported dead, 2 others injured in a shooting spree that occurred in Ibadan's southeast local government area of Oyo State. There was also violence recorded in Bayelsa State, where a photographer attached to the state government is feared to have been among those killed.
But nothing is happening here. What will happen? Nothing will happen. It will be noise, it will be shout, but nothing happens. But here, this middle, a little fire will burn, but it will not burn as the fire I'm seeing in the south and in the east. Are you hearing me, somebody? Some of you are sad. I told you to watch out for political violence in 4 different states in Nigeria. Kaduna State is still the same. This is not what you want to hear. But there's nothing to fear. There's nothing to fear in Kaduna State. I'm telling you, there's nothing to fear here. Nothing to fear. But I've told you that Kaduna State is still the same. So I'm speaking to you in parables. But there's nothing to fear. There will be peace. Yeah. There will.